Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm SERP. I've watched countless movement guides and movement tech tutorials and noticed one thing in almost all of them: they're too smart for me. I don't know anything about coyote frames or milliseconds per frame or any of that stuff. I've found that movement techs are easier to understand and do if you understand the basic mechanics that get you there. Get a feel which keys to press and when to press them. Build muscle memory. I think if we start at the basics and move forward, it makes advanced movement feel less intimidating and more approachable. Before you know it, you'll be ghost jumping and mantle jumping over all your enemies. Please note, I'm going to start from the very beginning and build up to the more advanced stuff. I'll leave timestamps or cards so you can skip ahead if needed. So, let's get started. I'm going to start off with the breadcrumbs of movement techs, zip interacts, and jumping off. This is most likely known by everyone that plays the game, so we won't cover it for very long.
Let's explore this way.
But it's important to what we're trying to accomplish here. If you haven't already, it's going to be much easier for you to complete these tasks if you bind scroll wheel down to jump, like this. I've also added a keyboard and mouse overlay to help further demonstrate timing and which keys to press when doing all of these techs. Anyway, here's how to jump off a zip line. Tap E to interact, ride the zip, and jump off, space or scroll wheel down. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff. Let's add a little more complexity. Super jumping off a zip line, if you're on mouse and key, is really easy. It's simply timing that can throw you off. To super jump, all you need to do is interact with the zip line, like before, but this time you want to quickly hit scroll wheel down. This will give you a boost of momentum and send you forward. If you're practicing in the firing range, you'll know you hit a successful super jump if you clear these rocks, or if you clear the sniper equipment platform. Now that we know the basics, let's add some more difficulty. Ghost jumping works in a few ways. If your character is here on this ledge, you actually have enough reach with your interact to attach to the zip. But if your back is turned, then you don't have that same interact prompt. But if we look down or up, you can still see inside the zip shaft. If we jump up and down, we see an interact prompt popping up on the screen. This is kind of like a time window for ghost jumping. Here, I'll show you. Sitting here, I can look up or down, jump, and interact with the zip and instantly jump off. I'll slow it down for you. Once you get a feel for when to interact, and which areas you can interact, you'll be able to ghost jump easier. Now that we know how to ghost jump, let's add more momentum and distance. We already know about the places your character must be in order to interact with the zip. However, did you know that you didn't have to jump in order to interact with the zip? I didn't. If I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, none of the ghost jumping tutorials that I've seen recently cover this. You can super jump with a ghost interact. Here's how. Say I'm running toward the zip, I can run, jump, slide, and make my way toward the zip shaft. But instead of falling down it, there's an opportunity to interact with the zip. Scroll wheel down to super jump, and flick your character to do a 180 so you fling yourself back in the direction you came. In some cases, you may even see the interact prompt, but it's almost impossible to see or notice. Let's watch it in slow motion. Notice my keyboard overlay and look for the interact prompt. Rewind if you need to. Practice this a lot. It took me a while to get a feel for the timing and when to turn my character around. There you have it. You've successfully ghost super jumped. I want to briefly cover a more advanced use of this tech. Ghost super jump and tap strafe. Most of you on PC, controller, or MNK may have already learned how to tap strafe. Because this isn't a tap strafe tutorial, I won't go over it. However, knowing how to tap strafe is important for this tech. So, if you can't tap strafe yet, maybe learn that first. So, basically the same steps for Ghost Super jumping apply here. Move toward the zip shaft, Ghost interact with the zip, scroll wheel down for the super jump, and flick your character in a 180 to get that extra momentum. However, you can pair this with a D, A, or S key and scroll wheel up to tap strafe and gain height in a fight or to escape a chase. Here, let me show you. My goal is to reach the right side of the zip here on 5 stack. So I'll shoot for that. I can also Ghost Super jump to reach the top of the zip shaft too. Not just on this side, but the other side as well. You can also utilize these techs on any building with a vertical zip shaft. Not just the buildings in this tutorial.
Maybe something good this way.
I find this tech to be extremely useful in certain fights. It's not going to win every fight, but it definitely can help give you the upper hand. That's all for today, guys and girls, them and theys. If you have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comment section below. Until next time. Later.